Good morning, pure structure traders. Today is May 21st, 2021. Today we'll be going over S&P 500, gold, and also oil. Give you guys some levels that we're going to be looking at um, for this morning market. For those that are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. For those who like watching these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the major levels on S&P 500. Wendy will go over the minor levels, and then I'll give you guys some levels that I have on gold and also oil. So for S&P 500, we see that we had a level of resistance at 4167.75. We are now back on top of that level as support right now and potentially looking to see if the market will climb to our next level of 4177.75. Back underneath 67.75, I do want to see if the market is going to use that as resistance again and then pull back down to 4154.75. Now, if it does that, either we're going to catch the support there or we get back down to more of a bigger level for me, which is about 4135 50. Under that, 4121.25 and then 4112.25 are some levels of support that I could have underneath that. You can see some other levels down below, 4090, 4078, and 4058 as levels of support, but we'll see how far down we can actually get. But as of right now, still looking for the market to try to climb up into 4177.75. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Wendy. She'll do some of the minor levels, and then we'll go over gold and oil.
Okay. Good morning, Dave and traders. Yesterday, we were drastically bullish during that US session. You can see that it shot up from 4087 to 4165. It just went up and didn't look back. It was amazing. Looks like the London took a little bit of a breather and was playing around in a bit of a range, making maybe higher highs, maybe higher lows. We'll see what the market wants to do. But where are, aside from Dave's main levels, where are those gorgeous micro peaks to use as a bounce? Well, we've got two that have been used already. Number one, 4157.50 was a peak around 10:10 p.m. PST, and during London, it was used as support. Number two, 4165. That was where that bullish run went up to, took a break and fell. It's a main resistance for me. I want to see if the market can pop up with a purpose, come back down and use it as support. In between there, we do have another little micro peak that was used already, 4162. That was a London peak and also used during London as a support for the bounce up. If we drop below 4143, which is a support for me, peaks below are 414 and 4105.75. But since London was a little bit sluggish, those are all the peaks that I have. So we'll use those. We'll use Dave's main levels and make some money no matter what the market gives us. So back to you, Dave, for gold and oil.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and move over to gold. Take a look at what we got. We did have some main levels, 1887.3. We turned out to use that as resistance, then came back as support, and now we're back underneath this level. So we want to see if we retest 87.3 as resistance again, and then fall to our next level, which is right around these 83.4s, which there is opportunity. Now, if we get back upon 1887.3, then I'm going to be looking for a potential move right back in to our resistance above at 1890.8. But again, we're either going to look for the bounce up or we're going to look for this thing to reject as resistance and then try to pull it deeper into our next level of around these 83.4s. Now, if we don't stall there, we're going to look for the market to try to pull deeper into the 79.5s and then below that 1873.7 as another support. You see a main level down below 73 would be 1863.5 and 52.9. So we are going to see what the market wants to give us. A couple rotations underneath will get me short underneath those 87.3s. On top of that will get me long. Now, if we get back above these 1890.8s, we are going to be looking for a higher target, which is somewhere around these 1902.8. So we'll see what actually takes place here on gold. Let's take a look at oil for you all real quickly before the open here. So as of right now, oil, we got a decent area right here, 63.41. Now, it depends on how we hold up this on this area. We're a little bit above it, which means that we could actually use it as some support and try to climb. First couple levels that we may end up trying to climb to, one level being right here at 63.84, and then above that level we're going to be looking out for 64.20. We'll see if the market wants to try to give us that opportunity to continue up. The way I'm going to look at it though is if I'm going to get the continuation, either I'm going to get a bounce off these 63.41s, or I'm going to allow the market to come back here off these 63.12s and then bounce for a continuation of move to the upside. We get back underneath though these 63.12s, this is where we're going to actually look for the market to reject as some resistance and then get the pull down into the 62.36s, 62.04, and then even below that, 61.40 as some support that could potentially hold up on the downside. So we'll see what happens on S&P 500, gold and oil. Let's go ahead and get ready for the market open.